After years of limbo, fracking will go ahead in the Beetaloo Basin.
Now is the time for the Northern Territory to provide the energy that the world needs to transition to renewable energies.
5 years after a moratorium on fracking was lifted, full-scale onshore gas exploration has been given the green light. It follows a race to implement 135 recommendations from the 2018 Pepper Inquiry, designed to minimise any risks.
We are absolutely serious about protecting our environment and our social amenity. This won't come at the cost to Territorians.
A sigh of relief for the industry, which is promising jobs, economic growth and a solution to the East Coast energy crisis.
Absolute long-term demand for gas will drop off, but it's going to be needed for the next 50 years.
Territory's long suffered from the fact that it's been reliant, particularly on federal government support. Having our own revenue streams is critically important for our future.
But it's not all good news. Dr. David Ritchie, the bureaucrat tasked with overseeing the government's implementation of the inquiry's recommendation, reported there has been no progress on the crux of a recommendation to abate emissions.
It's appalling. They've just danced around the fact that they have no plan to manage these emissions, that are going to be, of course there's going to be a huge amount of emissions.
This is the equivalent to 140 years of domestic air travel in Australia. We simply can't be opening new fossil fuel projects in 2023. We have enough gas for the transition. We export almost 3/4 of our gas.
The government admits it won't be able to deal with the emissions from the actual burning of gas for energy, instead relying on the federal government's safeguard mechanism to capture and regulate these emissions. And appraisals still underway in the Beetaloo, production applications are expected to flow from next year. Roxanne Fitzgerald, ABC News.